For fuck's sake, would you clean up your bench? Oh, okay, sorry. I was talking to myself. Righty, back for another one. So, as you've seen yesterday, I've basically finished rebuilding this, apart from wiring and bits and pieces. I'll test it at some point shortly. I'll bring my multimeter and maybe a little test light and I don't know, we'll use a battery of some description just to test the circuits. Make sure that it is, when you change the different positions, it is sending current through and work out what's what. But that'll be at a later point. I might do that, you know, I don't know, in the next few days possibly. See what happens. So yeah, need to find something else to do. Something else to fix and clean up and all those sorts of things. So I'll turn the camera off and I'll have a bit of a nosy round and work out what I'm going to work out on next. Can you guess what these bits are for? If you can you see if you can help me with any information of what the parts are meant to be in there? Alright, so I found all these bits for a distributor. Now, the biggest problem is I haven't seen the motor that's been rebuilt, so I don't know if there's a good distributor on it or not. I have no clue. But I'm going to go through and clean this stuff up anyway, just in case I have to. And just see if I can start piecing some bits and pieces together. There's no cam in it, because I was just looking at the the photocopies that I did of the bits and pieces out of that book. I need to do some more photocopies. I just haven't had time. I've done like a few pages, but I haven't sort of put it together. I've also found when I was looking for these bits, another one of these. So I might have a wee look at that and just see if the contacts are any better, and just give it a we'll give it a light sandblast as well, just to see if it is any better than the guts that's in that one. It's worth a look. So I might give some of these bits a clean up. I'll probably put some tape around the shaft so I don't sandblast that, because it's in quite good order. And it's actually quite tight. It's not loose or anything in there. But I like to sandblast the tops of this and just clean it all up. And obviously sandblast this, and again, like, not sandblast down in there, but just sandblast around the outside of it, clean it up. And then sort of just, and I think this is part of the advanced mechanism, it goes in here, but I can't fit it on there because this shaft's a bit rusty. So I'll get some of this cleaned up and then see if I can piece it together and just sort of see if I can start working out what's missing and what's not. Because like I said, I don't know if there's a distributor on the motor, because I haven't seen the motor, which I might try and do. And then once I've had a bit of a play with that, there's 3 carburetors here, and they're, one's definitely different to the others. I'll have to have a decent closer look at them and just see whether they are all different, or because they're probably off different years, and you know, like manufacturers were changing things fairly regularly back then, trying to improve things and make things better and faster and more fuel. Well, I suppose they weren't too worried about fuel efficiency, but they probably were a little bit. But you know, performance and output and all that sort of stuff. So I'll have a quick look and see if any of these bits are interchangeable and clean up and whatever, because I don't know if there's a good carburetor on this motor either. I have no clue. It's quite possible all these pieces have been, and this is the stuff that's left over, but I don't know. I haven't looked at the motor. I don't even know where it is to even have a look at it. So yeah, we'll start cleaning these pieces up anyway, and if there is good bits on it made, at least all these pieces will be cleaned up, and if we do have any issues, these are in going, well, able to be used order, I suppose. So I'll start playing with this stuff. Right, so just getting some of these bits of a clean down with some brake clean and whatever. Now that I've given them a sandblast and just scraping the rest of the crap off them. and see whether I can sort of half piece it together and get an idea of how it's meant to be go together.
In theory, that's obviously your bounce weight. You know, when they swing out, that changes your bounce. I'm guessing this is part of it as well, but it still doesn't go on there very well because the shaft's still quite rusty. I need to I could probably take these off and polish up in the lathe at home with a bloody good polish up, build up things. And do the other end of this shaft too if I don't know how well that would hold in the lathe. Probably would, I suppose, so you're just gentle. So that polish up. Seems to slip through there, right there. So I'm guessing that there goes in here. Wish I could get that on there. But I can't. Anyway, that will go in there, and there'll be springs attached to that, and then probably springs attached to this. I'm guessing. That sound about right. And then this obviously goes on top of that. And this pokes out through here. How far I don't know. And this fits on here somewhere. And then I'm guessing this here fits on here. And that bit hooks over there like that. That's your turn on your cam. Wherever the cam is, I don't know. And also it just locks your points on. So that's obviously got a set of quick change. I guess I usually call them a quick change set of points. I don't bloody know. Let's have a look at this piece of paper here. Just trying to decipher it off this. What I can see and what I can't see. Lots missing. I'm guessing that's the condenser for it. Yep. I'm guessing. Yeah. So apart from that, I don't get much else apart from a cap. I thought there was a rotor here, but I could be mistaken. It may be somewhere else though. I'll take a look in some other boxes. So this here, I guess this broken bit here would have lined up with that test on there. So that means, and that was another way, so it would line up with this. So it was obviously around there like that, and you could obviously put a manual advanced retard. So yeah, so whatever asshole was missing from there, lots I'm guessing. Lots I'm guessing. Just went around that way to see the spacing on these. That there is different to that. That lines up with these, so it can only go one way. Get out of it. It'd be nice to put a piece it together properly. But anyway. So yeah. Something like that. I'll go have a dig around and see if there's any little bits and boxes anyway. And maybe see if there's any little springs or anything that look like they could have been out of a distributor. I'm guessing that's possibly leftover bits because for the amount of other electrical components like this that are around, that's the only distributor pieces I've seen. Which is, I would think would be unusual if you've got that many motors around. And cars and bits. But anyway. Oh boo. Better start working, got no power. I can still pull stuff apart, but it's like not very good. And if I want to use the sandblaster or anything, I can't. Just pull them. Just not sure if there's any power because it just went out. I was about to start setting up one of those carburetors to pieces or something, but yeah, don't know. You know? Now the main power box is for here. What's over there? I guess it's tripping looking at. Whether it's actually... Somebody's turned the power off. Somewhere where the pole or something stupid. Stupid! You know everything looks fine there. All the switches are still in the right direction. Okay. I don't know that. That's disgusting. I might wander over to the house and see if they've got any power over there.
Well, see, every one of these carburetors is different too, so they must be all of different years. They're all completely different. Welcome to Thirsty Thursday. I just got 36.5 litres of diesel for $40. And you can see the other prices there for 91 and 100 octane. So yeah, this is Thirsty Thursday. Since Joey won't do work branch Wednesday, hasn't got fucking time for it apparently. Well, we'll do Thirsty Thursday as well. Righty, welcome to Thirsty Thursday. Again. Just kidding. I am bored. I'm gonna see if I can tear some fucking paint and rust off this thing. Well, it's only really hit. I'm gonna see if I can clean this up. See if my DA with some 80 or 60 grit is enough, or whether I need to go get something heavy duty like 36 or 40. See how it goes anyway. Because I'm sort of running out of little bits to do, and I haven't heard back from the guy to make the brace up from inside the body yet. So we'll attack this bitch and see if we can tear some fucking shit off it. It's still, oh God, it's still in the steel, even though, well, that's 60 grit. It really needs sandblasted. Like, this is all edge from it being sandblasted a long time ago, but it's just anywhere where they've been doing any body work. Whoa, geez, phone, get on the program. Anywhere they've done any work to it, it's just rusted like crazy because it's never been it's never been etched over top or anything like that to stop anything getting into it. So yeah, it really needs sandblasted again. I thought I might have torn back, but it's in there too deep. Oh, what the hell's going on there? So yeah. Stupid phone, hold on. Yeah, it's in there too deep. I'll be chasing it all day trying to get it out of the steel. To get it clean. Which is a pain. But anyway, I thought I might have now to, clean some of it back. Like, these doors are probably okay. I can probably do that. Because it's only just a little bit around the edge, like I can clean that off. And even like that panel there, that's once it's stripped back and all the crap's out of it, like that's probably not too bad to clean up. But if they're gonna have the body there to try and do some of this in here anyway, like it's not hard to give that a light blast over. I don't have to go near the wood, but it sort of almost needs lightly done even on the insides of the panels, or it needs treated with something. scuffed back and treated, even where it's been welded over there. Like unfortunately they've never put anything back over the fucking top of anything. But anyway, so yeah, I thought I'd have a go, but it's into it too deep. Anyway, what do I do now? I might strip, or have a look, and I can either play with the diff and strip it down, or I might strip down the starter and have a look at that and clean it up. I did think about playing with these carburetors, but every one of them's different. So like you're probably not going to get parts from one or the other to make one any good. So it's probably not really worth me playing with. Like, you're better off to send it to somebody. If they don't have a good carburetor on already, you're better off to send one, or send them away to somebody and say, or strip them down and see which one you think is going to be the most salvageable, and we'll just use that. Because they are all different. Even this one here's got a different carburetor, sits in a different direction. So like, you know, like that doesn't make any sense to me either. So yeah, the other thing I might do is have a quick look at that, because I haven't cleaned that up yet. But yeah, I might tear into that starter and see if it's any good. I don't know if they've got a decent one sitting anywhere with the motor or anything. Because if they've rebuilt it and they've run it, I don't know. But they may have run it on like a test bench, but who would bloody know? Anyway, I'll dig into that. Right, let's have a look at this part. Anyway. Hold on, Arco. Hold on. I stripped it down and gave it a quick sandblast around most bits and pieces, clean up that gear a bit, and I've just given it a good blow down with the ear, and then rinsed it out with brake clean, and threw it all back together. Unfortunately, I haven't got any battery or anything here to just to try and see if I could bump it, you know, to see if it'll actually turn. Because it looks like it's in fairly good order. Like, just looking at things, like all the all the brushes in the back, you know, look okay. Like, nothing looks like it's, you know, worn or broken or anything, apart from it doesn't have any cover on here. But a lot of that stuff sort of didn't, did it? Some of that stuff was funny. Like, this is broken, but you could quite easily make up something to cover that, like clean that off, and then make like a cap to go over that if you had to. It hasn't got that at the bolt through there, but I just wanted to try and see if I could. I don't know whether it was just earth and positive, or sometimes they were reverse, weren't they? Some of the stuff was reverse. I'll have to check on there, but I hadn't actually had a look at that. But sometimes they were negative and positive the other way around. But just I wanted to see if there was a battery here. There is actually a big old battery over here, like a big huge one, but it's dead flat. Like it's got nothing in it. I just thought it might have had just enough life in it, just even if it was just a brrr, and and that's all I got, but it's got nothing, unfortunately. And I could cook it up to that with a couple of jumper leads, but I don't really want to do that, just in case fry something on the car, you know, if something's not right in it. I'd rather just hook it up to a battery, and if something's not right, I can just, you know, disconnect the leads and it doesn't hurt anything, but it's a bit of a pain. But I can take it home tonight and have a wee play with it if I need to. So yeah, so I actually come up alright. It's a bit tight in this end, but it should be alright, I think. You know, it's possibly, with a wee bit of use, it might be right. Anyway, it's holding in that end a bit, but I did have it before I put this cover on. I did actually have it turning in there. So yeah, apart from that, you know, well, maybe just need to clean up in that end. But so I might strip this down now, just clean this one up, and just see if this piece is any better than that other one. Looks like it might be better, just at a general glance. But yeah, I'll give it a quick sandblast and just see if it's better than that other one. So I'll do that now. I'll put that to the side. Now I've got rid of the worst of the scale and crap off it, and cleaned it up and put it back to assemble it. Oh, the only thing I didn't put on it, back on it, is that, but that'll take 2 seconds. It's actually funny, I forgot about that. But anyway, I'll quickly throw this on and then I'll strip that down. Right, let's give that a wee sound blast. Alrighty, so this one is actually in really good nick, especially on here. Like, there's no bubbling or grooves or anything in it. It's actually quite clean. It's come out actually quite nice, so that might be the one to use, and then have that other one as a backup if we do happen to have any problems with this one. Well, it's a pretty simple sort of thing, so like there's not really a lot we can go wrong with it, but if it doesn't happen to, you know, for some reason the other one doesn't happen to be, well, this one doesn't happen to be very good, for any particular reason, we've always got that other one as a good backup, or, you know, it's a good spare, so, because they're both in reasonable condition, but this was definitely by far, like, it's got no damage or burn marks or, you know, or anything of any significance in here, so that's cool. Might be a little bit of cracking on just there, but I don't think that should be too much of a hassle. But yeah, it's definitely nice condition around where these pickups or contacts are, so hopefully that might be a winner. So yeah, I might have a drink and something to eat, and then figure out where I'm going to go from next. I think whether I dive into that dip head and try and clean that up, but I might have a talk to get a hold of the owner and just see, find out where this motor is and have a decent look at it and just see what bits are on it and what bits aren't on it, as far as like carburetor and distributor and stuff, to see whether I need to dive any deeper into that and try and find parts for it. And same with the starter, you know, whether that's we're going to have to use that starter or whether there's one with it, you know, all those sorts of things. Who knows? Don't know. So I'm pretty sure there's no distributor or anything over in that other 27. I can go have a look. I might do that, but yeah. be nice to know whether those bits are there and whether I actually need to dive deeper and try and find some parts fit, but I might throw that in that other piece and then have something to eat. Just grab it. This is obviously should be okay for a back out. So you can see how it's got the burnt holes and it's actually got a couple. You can see that it's got a couple of lumps in it. Well, this is really quite clean. It's in way better order as far as being burnt and sort of stuff. So yeah, I think we'll definitely use that one and have this as a spear. It's the only other one that's any. Well, not broken, so that's cool. Put that on there. Sweet. I'll transfer those other bits later. We'll sit that down in. Awesome. But good. I do have another spare lid, but it's had an extra hole drilled in it for some reason. So if we do happen to need one, like it's got a crack and I could repair it if needed. But yeah, we do have another lid that hasn't been heavily damaged. Right, I'm gonna have something to eat.